Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night, and you made it all the way here to First Coast Comedy! Give yourself a big round of applause. That's right, keep it going louder. Louder, I can't hear you over there. That's what I like to hear. Now keep it loud and proud as you welcome your host, Alex Rindelman.
Welcome to First Coast Comedy. He said as the crowd went wild. He said as the crowd went absolutely insane. He said as the crowd had stomach issues, I guess. Let me give you a quick rundown here. First of all, I will be your host for the evening. My name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me do a quick survey. By show of hands, who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? Never seen. Well, that's kind of a lot of us. All right, go ahead, put your hands down. All right, now by show of hands, who has seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very first time tonight? Should be the same people. Should be all exactly the same people. No difference. All right. Some of you found the bar. That's good. All right. Well, for those uninitiated, let me give you the quick rundown here. Most of the time, when people hear the word comedy, they think stand-up comedy. That's somebody with a microphone who has pre-planned jokes. They wrote them down in their little joke journal. They practiced them in front of the mirror at home. They memorized them exactly word perfect. They got up on stage. They performed those jokes. It's a very pre-planned type of comedy. However, that's not what we specialize in here at First Coast Comedy. Here we specialize in improvised comedy. What does that mean? That means that you willfully paid money to see a show that we could not be bothered to make a plan for. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to get a bunch of suggestions from you, the audience. Hey, say that with me. You, the audience. One more time. You, the audience. So let's do a little practice of that. Let's say I go to anybody in this area over here. I say anybody over here. I want you to think of just your favorite color and shout it out on 3, 1, 2, 3, and go. Red, most loudly and clearly. I would take the suggestion of red. I'm going to go to anybody in this middle-ish area. I'm going to say anybody in the middle. I want you to think of any animal that you could find in a barnyard and shout it out on 3, 1, 2, 3, go. I heard somebody say a cougar. All right. Makes sense, you know. They have great milk. You'd be surprised. Really delicious. All right, I might go to anybody in this area over here. I might say anybody over here. I want you to, on 3, just shout out your mother's maiden name and your social security number. 1, 2, 3. Come on, go. Smith, go, keep going, go on. All right, so that's how suggestions are gotten. When you have a suggestion, please do shout it out both loudly and proudly, as I will always try and take the very first thing that I hear. Now, because I am asking you to shout things out throughout the course of the show, I do ask that we take a moment to notice that there are both adults and children here right now. So keep that in mind when you're choosing what words and topics to shout out loudly for everyone to hear. I'm a former public school teacher, and yet my goal for this evening is that none of the children learn any new words. So keep that in mind. Keep the suggestions out of the bathing suit area. We'll do a clean show for the 7 o'clock show. Yes, good. Excellent. If you want a different sort of content, come back for the 9:30 show. All right, the next thing you need to know before we get started here is at various points throughout the show, I will be asking for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. So, without me saying any more about that, is anybody here thinking that you might be willing to send electrical impulses from your brain to your own arm, causing it to raise into the air and help us out in the game later?
Bryson.
Okay, see one hand over there. Good. Very good. With a little bit of pressure, a little pressure campaign happening. So one hand go up. Anybody else? Any other people who think? Like I saw a hand back there. I saw definite bullying happening here. I see more bullying. So first of all, we've got 1, we have 2, I saw another hand go over there. So give it for the 3 bravest among you. The 3 bravest among you. For the rest of you who did not raise your hands, let me tell you this. I know why you didn't raise your hand. I've been doing this for a long time. It's always the same reason. There's only one reason people go, I'm not going to volunteer. And that's because at some point in your life, you saw a comedian be mean to someone, and you said to yourself, I'm not going to give them the chance. So first of all, it's not that big of a room. We can see you. If we wanted to be mean to you from here, we could do that. However, it's not that kind of a show, I promise you. Unlike a stand-up comedian, stand-up comedians are known for that. They find some guy in the audience, they pick on that guy, everyone in the room laughs at the guy's expense, that guy cries. And then the comedian, they get in their car, and then they drive off to their next gig in Cincinnati, and you never see them in person again. However, here at First Coast Comedy, it's a small family-owned business. There's about 15 of us locally who perform in these shows. And we post on the internet who's going to be here and when. So that is to say, if we were mean to you and picked on you for an hour and a half, we'd be so easy for you to find later. We take the opposite approach. If you choose to volunteer and help us out in the game, we will do everything within our power to make sure you feel great about that decision. That afterwards you're saying to yourself, wow, I stepped outside of my comfort zone, I tried something new, and it paid off. I was the envy of everybody there. You'll be glowing with joy. That's our goal for you. And if you choose to volunteer and help us out in the game, you will win a prize. Ooh. Let's rewind that. You will win a prize. I know, right? It's random. We're not sure what it's going to be. We don't know. It's random. It could either be a brand new iPad, or it could be a free pass to come back to a future show. We don't know. We don't know. So knowing that if you volunteer, we'll do everything within our power to make sure you feel great about that decision, and you will win a prize. Have I changed any minds? Have I converted anybody to say, I might maybe consider doing that later? I saw a hand over here, I saw a hand over here, I saw a hand over there. All right, give it up for the 5 people who can change their mind when they get new information. That's great. Notice it was 5 people who can change their mind when they get new information. I'm really warmed up because I've been shouting at all of you for a long time. The players backstage are warmed up because I made them run laps around the building. There's one more group of people who needs to be warmed up. Oh, who could it be? It must be you, the audience. One more time, you, the audience. So the way that we do that here at First Coast Comedy is something we call the clap-o-meter. The clap-o-meter works like this. We're going to start at a 1. Which in a moment will be like a nice polite golf clap, like, I'm here to see some theater, right? And then every time I say the next number, we're going to double the previous number's level of applause, enthusiasm, screaming and hollering, all right? Which means that by the time we get to a 10, it's going to be absolutely insane in here, but somewhere around 3, 4, 5, hooting and hollering and screaming becomes completely socially appropriate. All right, and so we got to earn it though. And I tell you what, there's one other thing. Just because I think it's fun. When we get to number 7, everyone, total silence except for this table right here. You two can cheer at 7, everyone else, not a word, okay? So here we go. 7 is for that table. So here we go. We gotta earn it though. And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. And a 4. All right, so we're going to jump right into our very first game here. This first game is a game that I'm going to need names of stories. So from anybody over here, shout out the name of the person you're sitting next to right now.
Tara.
Tara? You say Tara? Are you Tara? Hey, it's Tara. We're going to tell a story about your life. Right? From anybody over here, shout out for me an experience that you think it would be nice for Tara to have, like when canoeing or
Ziplining.
I heard zip lining, and from somebody in the middle, shout out an historical figure. Lincoln. All right, Tara, go zip lining with Lincoln. Is the name of this story. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to have two players up. They're going to be telling the story of Tara goes ziplining with Lincoln, but they have to tell the story one word per person at a time. They're also the challenge between those two players is that they have to be sort of pushing the other one to go faster and faster and faster. So, if a player says a word that doesn't make sense, in other words, they cause an obvious grammatical error, they will be out of there! Everybody put your hands in the clappatory position just like this. It's not TV, I can see you. Here we go, they will be out of there! If a player says more than one word, they will be out of there! If a player makes up a word, they will be out of there! And lastly, if a player accidentally spits on anybody in the front row, they will be wet. There's no foul for that. All right. We get one player up on either side of the stage. Give it up for our first two players. The name of this first story is Tara Goes Zip Lining with Lincoln. Dave Bogan, you get the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Tara ran to
The
ziplining
store
and
bought
a
Lincoln.
zipline.
Therefore,
She
went
to
the
store
and
had
more
money
to
spend
on
zip
lining.
I forget, is ziplining one word or two?
I don't know, but you needed to agree on that. So you're both out. Get them both out of there. All right. You said ziplining first as one word, and I accepted that, Dave. And then it changed. So, I want to find out more about what happens with Tara and Lincoln ziplining. So, we're going to continue. Madeline's going to have the first word. Here we go. Chapter 2. She's got her zipline. And begin.
Tara
Flew
across
the
earth
and
went
to
the
other
side
of the zipline
emporium
where
She
looked
at
the
Abraham
Lincoln
statue
that
they
built
and
looked
like
a
different.
match.
So
They
asked
her
to
fly
again
back
to
the
other
side
of
the
earth.
emporium.
This emporium is as big as the whole earth in this story. I don't buy it. All right, Adam is out of there. Dave, give it up for Adam, everybody. All right, so that's the story of Tara and the ziplining. She never actually went ziplining. From anybody in the back, shout out the name of the person you're sitting nearby.
Gene.
Gene, where's Gene? Hey, Gene, this story's gonna be about you. All right, what's something dangerous that Gene could try to do?
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing, all right. Give me a current celebrity. George Clooney. So that's Jean back there, and she is going to go rock climbing with George Clooney. All right. So here we go. Madeline, have the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And again.
Jean
Packed
her
bag
and
went
to
the
forest.
She
Asked
her
best
friend
to
tell
her
other
friend
who
was
that
Guy
George
Clooney
to
come
with
her
to
rock.
climb.
She
Said to her
friend, hey, I want to talk to my friend who knows George Clooney to the
voice is too high for me.
You started it.
Dave is out of here. Although that was a perfect impression of Jean. She talks like this. All right, come on up here, Michael. All right, Somebody give me, shout out the name of the person who's nearby you.
Diana.
Who? What?
Diana.
Diana. Hey, Diana. You Diana? All right, Diana. This story's going to be about you. Give me a period in history like the Renaissance, but not the Renaissance, a different one.
Middle Ages.
The Middle Ages. And somebody give me another just an activity you might do.
Make
Like
sourdough bread.
wait, Diana made sourdough in the Middle Ages. It's an action story. All right. Michael, you're going to have the first word of Diana made sourdough in the Middle Ages. The action story. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Diana had
To
go
to
her
car
because she needed
to
advance
into
history.
so
She
got it. No! All right, come on up here. Come on up here. I want to find out what happened. She's in her car, which is clearly a DeLorean, so she can advance into history. We'll let that one slide. All right, let's find out what happened. And Adam gets the first word. Go.
Diana.
had
To
take
her.
sourdough,
And
make
it
into
a.
bread.
So.
She-
Got.
Her
Car.
and
Traveled.
all
The
way
back.
to
Medieval.
times
Where.
she
Startled.
everyone.
Oh.
No!
Who.
Or
You.
said
The.
local
Peasant.
the
Peasants.
asked
Her.
to
Make.
him
Sourdough.
bread.
So.
She-
Did.
Then
He.
told
Her.
Queen
Amidala.
that
He.
was
The.
actual
Prince.
of
The.
times.
Yes.
End of story. Give it up for them, everybody.
What a great story.
Queen Amidala of medieval times has nothing to do with Star Wars, copyright protected. All right. So first of all, give it up to the players in there around here. They're sweating for you here. They're working hard for you. All right. So earlier I said we could use the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. Now, before we get our first volunteer, I'm going to give everyone a little trial, a little practice as to what this volunteering opportunity will require of you if you would choose to do it. So, everyone, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the hand gesture, and you do the sound of a bomb falling and then blowing up. All right, here we go, everybody. It's a nuclear bomb. All right. Oh no, I hear an owl off in the distance. Oh, you are so good. All right. So, that's all. If you think that the person next to you was doing some pretty good sound effects, tell them that. Go like, hey, your sound effects are pretty good. You should probably volunteer for this. Yeah, come on now. All right. So, is anybody here thinking that you would like to volunteer in the game of audience sound effects for us? I see a hand all the way back there. Give it up for this guy in the back right there. Come on down. Hello, sir. Hi, what's your name?
Scott.
Give it up for Scott, everybody! Hey, Scott, could you have a seat right there in that chair and microphone situation Madeline has set up for you? All right, so, now keep in mind, everybody, you got your chance to make sound effects. It's now Scott's turn. You go make them. He does them now. All right, so, Scott, could you please say your name into that microphone?
Scott.
Excellent. Very good. Turn it up a little bit. I asked the question. You got the answer right. A+ so far. All right. So we're gonna do a little practice. Even more practice. Let's say there's a door in front of me. I want to see if anybody's home. I'm gonna knock on the door. Don't hit the microphone. Make a knocking sound with your mouth. Here we go. Knocking on a door. Yeah. Good. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna ring the doorbell because nobody answered. Ringing a doorbell.
Ding dong.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I don't know why you're laughing. That was perfectly accurate. I nailed it. All right. I'm going to open this old creaky door on this old mansion. Here we go. Good, yeah. And then, there's a little kitty cat inside the mansion. Yeah, he's a little clogged up right now. All right, so that's great. So the next thing, we stream our 7 o'clock shows to the internet every single Friday and Saturday. On those unfortunate Fridays and Saturdays when you can't be here, you can go to our YouTube page and you just find First Coast Comedy. And you can like, follow, subscribe, and you can watch the show online. You can leave suggestions in the chat and participate. That being said, our chat moderator for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Derek. Hey, Derek, do you have anything in the chat that tickles your fancy?
I do.
What is it?
From Michael, the Grand Canyon.
Oh, all right. So this is and from anybody in here, give me an item that you would not expect to find in the Grand Canyon.
Stapler.
A stapler. All right. Your suggestions for the scene are a stapler in the Grand Canyon in the game of audience sound effects. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Give our volunteers some encouragement, everybody.
Woo! It's gonna be a great day to hike at the Grand Canyon. Yeah, whatever that was. I can. The wind's blowing. I can hear the wind blowing. It sounds really nice. Well, maybe not so nice or creepy, but that's okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get in my car. I gotta drive to the park site. So let me unlock it with my key fob. I'm also conceal and carry, and now my gun's ready. Dual activity, all right. Let's go ahead and open the door. Stupid acid reflux. I'm gonna close the door. It's probably all the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. Let's start my engine. Here we go. Yeah! That's a V. Oh, it stopped. God, I should have took and made my omeprazole. All right, come on. Let's start this engine again. Yeah! Let's keep it going this time, though. I'm going to walk. Luckily it's here. Right here. Oh, my gosh, they got one of those donkeys that I can ride. Hopefully it makes it the whole trip. It sounds pretty sick. All right, here, come here, donkey. I'm just gonna walk you over here. Don't be sad. I'm not gonna be mean. Don't be sad, donkey. I'm not gonna be mean. It's okay. You're gonna help me get through the Grand Canyon. That's right. All right. I'm not gonna get on you because I know you're a pregnant donkey. So let's just walk together and see what.
What you doing there with my pregnant donkey?
Wait, who are you?
I'm the owner of this here pregnant donkey. My name's Tevin.
Tevin.
Yeah, not Kevin, it's Tevin.
Well, hey, I was hoping I thought the donkey was free since it was here roaming. I just wanted to do some touring.
Well, I had to feed her a carrot.
Oh, jeez.
Spit my hand! It's bleeding pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Can't you hear the blood? Just a little tiny bit.
Hang on. Let me go to my car.
You gotta have something to close this up.
That's true. Let's see. I'm gonna dig around in my glove compartment.
I'm sorry, I was so mean to you, mister. It's bleeding.
Oh, hang on. I got a stapler.
Oh,
all right.
A stapler?
Yep, a stapler.
You think that'll work?
Here we go. Let's go ahead and use it.
Oh. Ooh.
That work?
I think so, but it made 2 smaller holes because it's a staple. So it's still kind of bleeding. Can't you hear it?
Nope, not at all.
Hey, you're not going home empty-handed. He's going home with a free pass to come back to a future show. All right, that brings us to our next game. For this game, I need to send either 2 or 4 players out of the room. Who am I sending out?
I'll go.
These 2. Okay, I'm going to send 3 out. You go out too. All right, Bogan will stay here. All right, so on three, everyone say, get out of here, you three. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, you three. We're done. No more of that. Unless you invite me to your wedding reception, then it's just that all night. All right, so this game, what I need all of you to start doing is I need you to start thinking about lines of dialogue that can be used in this game. I'm going to help to inspire where these lines might come from. So let's say, for example, what I want you to do right now is I want you to start thinking about lines that are famous lines from famous movies or famous television shows. So maybe it's like, we're going to need a bigger boat, or I'm the king of the world, something like that. And it doesn't have to be all boat-related movies. Or maybe it's like a famous line from a song. That's a lot of fun. So it could be a line that could be spoken as a full thought. Like, I came in like a wrecking ball is a line from a song. Or, welcome to the Hotel California, right? If it's got a name in it, in a movie line or a song line, just take the name out and so it can apply to anybody. It might be a commercial slogan, like, where's the beef? Or just do it. So start thinking about commercial slogans that you've heard in your life. Start thinking about those now. It could be a bumper sticker you've seen. Maybe keeping in mind that we're doing a clean show, a pickup line you've heard at some point in your life. So I'm gonna open up to anybody, any line of dialogue from, say, anybody over here who's got a line for me.
No one
Got
puts
milk.
baby in the corner.
So I heard two of them. I heard no one puts baby in the corner. I also heard got milk. And I think there's a third, what do we have?
You can't handle the truth.
And you can't handle the truth. That's good, all right. From anybody in the middle, who's got a line for me?
I can't tell you why.
Okay, so I heard, life is like a box of chocolates. What's something in the back? I heard somebody say something. So wait, one more time. First right there. One more time.
Let it go.
Let it go. And over here.
Paved paradise.
Paved paradise. They paved paradise.
Paved paradise.
Yeah, let's say, what's the whole line there? The whole line would be like, we'll just say they paved paradise.
Paved paradise and put in a parking lot.
And let's do the whole line. They paved paradise and put in a parking lot. All right. From anybody over here, give me another line.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby. And what do you got?
Say hello to my little friend.
And say hello to my little friend. All right. Hey, Derek, it might not be the case, but are there any lines of dialogue that have popped up in the chat?
I've got a few.
Okay, give me one of them. Your favorite one.
So far, I've got Rise and Shine Baseball, Sweet Baby Ray.
Wait, hold on. Is the line Rise and Shine Baseball?
No, that's who it was from.
Oh, it's
The line
from.
is Sweet Baby Ray.
The line is Sweet Baby Ray.
Correct.
Okay, and the person's internet handle is Rise and Shine Baseball. Okay. Hi, Rise and Shine Baseball. The line is Sweet Baby Ray. All right, so now I want something completely different from all of you. I want, you know how like you ever read the script of a play or the script of a movie, and there's directions in there that are not things the actors are supposed to say, it's things the actors are supposed to do. We call it stage directions. I want you to make up bizarre stage directions right now. So a stage direction can be as simple as exit stage left, but it could also be like sticks out their tongue and then does a cartwheel. Who's got a bizarre stage direction in mind for me? Right there, what do you got?
The actor forms himself into a rock.
What? Becomes a rock. All right, who's got another one for me?
The actor bends over.
Okay, bends over. All right, and right there.
Breaks out into a mini jig.
Does a miniature jig. I'm going to be really curious to see how they interpret miniature jig.
Like minor dance numbers.
Yeah, got it. All right, give it up for yourselves, those great suggestions, everybody. All right, so here's what just happened. We just got a whole bunch of lines of dialogue and stage directions. In a moment, we're going to call those players back in here. However, they did not have the benefit of hearing any of these lines of dialogue or stage directions. These are going to be strewn about the front edge of the stage. At any time, they're going to be doing a scene. At any time, one of the players can reach down. As soon as their eyes meet the page, they must say that as if their character just suddenly thought to say it of their own volition. or do it of their own volition. And then they all have to work together to make it make sense within the context of the scene. So all right, so let's go ahead and, Dave, do you want to review all these, or you want me to review half of them?
Why don't you review half of them?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Give it up for Dave, everybody.
Okay. No one puts baby in a corner. Life is like a box of chocolate. Hasta la vista, baby. Sweet baby Ray. And say hello to my little friend.
All right, I've got, they paved paradise and put in a parking lot. Let it go. You can't handle the truth. Got milk. And also the stage directions of does a miniature jig, bends over, and becomes a rock. All right, so on 3, everyone shout out, come on back. 1, 2, 3. Come on back. And make a bunch of noise for him, everybody. All right, from anybody at all, shout out a way 2 people would know each other, like they're siblings, or they're married, or they're co-workers, or
Sorority sisters.
sorority sisters. Perfect, it's like typecasting. All right, so in the game of Blind Line with the suggestion of sorority sisters, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
So, Tiffany, you want to be a Gamma Phi Beta. Huh, you want to be a G Phi.
Well, you know I do. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're here. But if you want to be a G Phi, you got to show me the G Phi handshake.
Well, say hello to my little friend, Nancy. This is Nancy, and I've been practicing the handshake with her, so she's gonna show you the handshake.
He found me on Craigslist.
Well, you're already right that we need a little servant to show us things. Every G Phi has a little servant.
That's right, go ahead, baby, show her.
I'm too nervous. Got milk? You always motivate me with milk.
Oh, just a second, it's in my bag. Here you go, your little go.
You know, this one actually has real G Phi material written all over it.
Oh, doesn't she now? And she's with me, don't forget.
Oh, are you a 2-for deal, Tiffany? They paved paradise and put it in a parking lot. And that parking lot is Gamma Phi Beta. Welcome to paradise. You're in. Not you. You're so great.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
That's just not fair.
Well, that's just how the cookies crumble, honey.
I'm gonna go find my living quarters.
You can't handle the truth. And the truth is, Tiffany, that we only take little milk drinkers. Sorry. That's all we take.
Little milk drinkers, huh? Life is like a box of chocolates. Because each time you take one out, there's a different flavor. And baby, I can bump up this G5 house with my flavor.
Hello, excuse me, it's me from the fraternity next door. Listen, I know that the girls in the sorority were hoping to get invited to our party, but I had to tell you that you've gotta stop letting all those little weird milk drinkers come in. It's making it really, really uncomfortable.
Wait,
already.
you don't want me to send any more of my babes over to your little frat house?
No, I would
Well,
not.
good for me. I have one available right here.
Let it go. Please stop coming to our parties.
What?
We don't like having you at our parties.
You don't like having G-Phis at your party?
Well, you've
Not
never
that.
had me at your party.
Well, she's not a G-Phi, so anyways. But she could be.
Yes, I could be. As to La Vista, Hasta la vista! Yes, because I'm not going to put up with this. You don't want me at your parties. You didn't want to let me in the G5, so hasta la vista. I'm out of here.
Oh boy.
You know how I know she's Spanish 1?
Oh, ooh, hell.
Because she talks like that. Sweet baby Ray. I have a ray gun that turns anyone I shoot with it into a sweet little baby.
Oh, no, wait, no, I just got.
You're going to be my favorite little pet.
Goo, goo, gaga. Goo,
I seem to misplace my purse.
Goo, goo, gaga.
Do you know what power is?
I am just so confused at this point.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I'm just looking for my purse.
Oh, no!
Mommy!
Obviously, Adam's character used too much power with the ray gun, bounced back, turned him into a rock, and then this character celebrated with a jig. It all made sense! It all made sense. All right, so this next game, we could use the help of not just one, but potentially up to 2 fun-loving audience volunteers. Now, keep in mind here at First Coast Comedy, if you try to volunteer somebody else, you become the volunteer yourself. So is anybody wanting, you saw how much fun, was it Craig, was that your name?
Scott.
Scott, I heard Craig. Scott, would you recommend volunteering to others?
Absolutely.
100%, excellent, all right, so knowing that, who here thinks that you would like to have just as much fun as you saw Scott have? I see a hand back there, and I see a hand right here. You two, come on up here, all the way in the back and right here, come on. Do whatever you need to do. Gene, we told the story about you earlier. Gene, it's Gene, everybody, give it for Gene. What's your name? It's Gene and Steve! All right, Gene and Steve, why don't each one of you go with one player over there, right over that way, and they will explain the game of 3 rooms to you while I explain the game to the audience. So, in the game of 3 rooms, what's going to happen is we're going to see 3 different scene locations, 3 different scenes happening, and anytime I say switch, they have to go to the next scene, but they have to justify the previous line of the last scene. It'll make sense when you see it. So first of all, I just need 3 different suggestions of locations. So somebody give me a location that would fit inside of this room.
Closet.
Okay. A Taco Bell would be your scene location. All right. And one of you has, I also heard the location of a closet. Yeah. All right. And Derek, are there any locations at all in the chat? It's okay if there's not.
There is.
What is it?
Michael says Mount Everest. We'll take the room.
That would not.
Okay, well, we're going to take it. It was, the other location is Mount Everest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right, so we've got one scene in a Taco Bell, one in a closet, and one in a Mount Everest. As I said, every time I say switch, they're going to go to the next scene in that order. Now, while they continue explaining the game to our volunteers, let me give you some very brief First Coast Comedy related announcements. You're watching this and you're like, wow, the skills of improv. I wonder if there's a way for me to download those skills into my brain, apply them to my life, learn that, and also increase my confidence and my creativity and make new friends. Do they teach an Improv Comedy 101 class? Yes, we do. So you can go ahead and visit our website, firstcoastcomedy.com. Hey, say the name of that website with me. It is firstcoastcomedy.com. And that's where you can find out how to sign up for Improv Comedy 101. Then you can take 201 and 301 and change your life with Improv Comedy. We can also travel. We're not stuck in this building. If you have an event that needs entertainment, maybe it's a workplace event, a morale event, maybe it's a family reunion or a church event, we can send some comedians in a van to you to do a customized show just for you. We are not trapped in this building because when the wizard died, the curse was lifted and we can leave now. So find out information on how to hire us for your event once again at our website, which is
firstcoastcompany.com.
all right, so let me get our first group up here. It's going to be at the Taco Bell. We've also got a closet and Mount Everest. In the game of 3 rooms, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And
Mr. Puntel, I know it's called fast food, but when I make it with love, it takes a little longer. And a lot more cheese.
Well, you know, Jerry, it is fast food, but times are changing. So maybe you put in tacos with all that love and us giving it to the customers. Oh, easy.
Try it hot. You love it.
you love it. Switch.
You love it. I know it. I've designed this walk-in closet to optimize your space. I can tell by the look in your eyes that you love the work that I have done.
Yeah, but you're expensive.
Well, you're paying for quality, of course.
I don't know. I think I've gotten better deals. You know, I don't know. My shelf is a little unbalanced there. We got a couple. I don't know. I don't really like the way that looks. I think
You are
that's
a
pretty
tough
decent, though.
customer.
You think so?
I aim to please. Listen. I can modify this in any way, shape, or form that you need. If you're not happy with this, I'm willing to make adjustments.
At a discount?
Ooh, you drive a hard bargain.
You drive a hard bargain. Switch.
Boy, you drive a hard bargain, but you know, as my tour guide for Mount Everest, this hiking adventure, I know that you're never going to lead me astray. I'm excited. I'm so excited for you to impart all of your Mount Everest hiking wisdom upon me. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for taking this on.
I'm so happy to be up here with you. Yeah. And you are the greatest I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yes. So, let's get the mountain animals.
Oh, I forgot this was a hunting trip. That's right. Yeah. Listen, I brought all the supplies that we needed. I brought all the snacks that we could possibly need. I brought the granola. Here you go.
Thank you.
And I brought a lot of different, you said, bring only archaic hunting supplies. So I did it. And I did it for you.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. Switch.
You are awesome. Our sales have increased by 20% by introducing your love taco.
Thanks, boss.
You know,
It's a quesadilla.
a quesadilla.
What do you think?
If you made it, it's gotta be great. Okay.
Eat it.
This is the best quesadilla ever. Oh, you are a genius.
You are a genius. Switch.
Right.
You are a genius!
I know.
I love the 50% discount.
Yes. You know, I went to business school, and one thing they told us is when a client asks for half off, just give it to them. That's how you make the money.
That's how you make the money. Switch.
That's how you make the money. Look, Steve, we've been hiking for a long time, and it's really cold, and I feel like we're going in circles now. I get that you've made a lot of money as the most renowned Instagram Mount Everest tour guide, but I'm feeling like maybe we're a little lost. You can tell me the truth.
Well, first of all, I'm glad you've been to my website. You're following my info and my Insta. We're gonna be good.
Okay.
We're gonna be good.
Okay.
I've got your back.
Great.
So we're gonna go off into a warm place. I promise you.
Steve, I
With
hear
the
wolves.
mountain animals.
I hear wolves. Steve, we're gonna go with the mountain animals.
Yeah, my friends.
That's the opposite of what we planned.
That's the opposite of what we planned. Switch.
That's the opposite of what we planned.
No, you don't understand. The whole time I said I was putting love in it, it was actually just more cheese.
Just more cheese.
Cheese is the love.
Oh my God, that is brilliant. That is the best thing I've heard.
And you tried to stop me.
You tried to stop me, Switch.
And you tried to stop me.
I know, I shouldn't, right? 50% off discount, why would I stop you from that?
Exactly. Why? I just negotiated 0.5% off. Oh my God, you're so cold.
You think so?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. You've been a very difficult customer, but I'm desperate. I'm so desperate.
I'm desperate, Switch.
I'm desperate. I'm so desperate to understand how my hunting tour on Mount Everest became a wilderness find-yourself excursion. Steve, you said now we're one with the animals, and you made me howl like a wolf, and the wolves came, and I had to climb a tree. I'm very uncomfortable, but I don't want to leave you a negative review.
Thank you.
I think I have frostbite.
Boy, your fingers and hand, your toes look great.
Your toes look great.
Your toes look great. Kind of cheesy even.
Well, I got the open-toed because
In a restaurant?
well, I
Aren't
know.
you the manager?
Yeah, but I know how you feel about toes.
Give them to me. What? The toes.
No, you can't have my
Give them
toes.
now.
No. I am so sorry, but these are my toes.
These are my toes, Switch.
These are my toes.
Well, as you've requested, I made a shelf for your toes now too, specifically.
Well, what I asked for was custom designed shoes to go with my closet.
Okay. I didn't order the shoes, but I'll order them soon. I promise. Please, just fill in the check.
I want them all alligator skin.
I want them all alligator.
I want them all alligator skin. I want to cover these animals in alligator skin because I know that someday they're going to be hanging up on my mantle. I've abandoned your plan and gone back to our original one.
Good. I hope you know we're gonna make it back.
I hope you're right because we were supposed to call for rescue 2 days ago, Steve. 2 days ago, and the helicopter's not here yet.
But we have a cell phone.
We have a cell phone. Switch. Show. Here's a free pass to come back to a future show. Give it up for this team! All right, so we're going to play one more game in this half, and this is a game we call 185. Let me get all the players up here for the game of 185. You've heard a joke using this old classic joke structure. It goes something like this. 185 blank, walk into a bar. The bartender says, I got to apologize, we're closing up. We can't serve you right now. And the 185 blank reply punchline. In this game, you are going to fill in the blanks, and the players are going to have to make up the punchlines right now on the spot. So, let's say, for example, the suggestion was shoes. Somebody shout out shoes. Shoes. Thank you. It would be like this. 185 shoes walk into a bar. The bartender says, I apologize, we're closing, we can't serve you. And the shoes go, but we just wanted to talk to somebody. We just wanted to converse. So if you like dad jokes, you're going to love this game. If you don't like dad jokes, too bad we're playing it anyway. So from anybody over here, give me like a well-known, well-respected profession.
Nurse.
A nurse. 185 nurses. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
185 nurses walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closing. We can't serve you. And 185 nurses go, come on, just one shot.
185 nurses walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. And the nurses can tell the bartender's really upset, so they just kind of take the bartender's hand. They go, hey, it's all right. You don't need to serve us, but I can tell you're having a bad day, and I see you.
185 nurses walk to a bar and the bartender says, I can't serve 185 nurses. And they say, well, guess what? Fine. You know what? We're just going to go party on the dock.
185 nurses walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closing, we can't serve you. 185 nurses go, you know what, this is like the third bar that we haven't been able to get into because they're closing. We're running out of patience.
All right, that's the nurse joke. Yeah. All right. Anybody in the middle? You go to shout out a kind of a store, like a hardware store, or what'd you say?
A Disney store.
A Disney store. All right. Somebody say 185 Disney characters walk into a bar. Here we go.
185 Disney characters walk into a bar, and they're acting a fool, and the bartender goes, I can't serve all you Disney characters. You guys are acting too goofy.
Hey.
185 Disney characters walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. The bartender's acting kind of sketchy. They hear suddenly a weird noise, like there's a swarm of bees behind the door. The Disney characters say, what do you mean? And suddenly all they can hear is buzz.
185 Disney characters walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closing. We can't serve you. And 185 Disney characters say, oh, we just want a small drink. You know, like a mini.
185 Disney characters walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. The Disney characters say, no, we're actually here to do the yard work of the establishment next door, Anna's. We're here to mow Anna.
185 Disney World characters walking to a bar, and the bartender's like, no, not you guys. I saw you coming from Jafar.
All right, that's the Disney joke. All right, hey Derek, you got something in the chat for me that stirs your fancy?
I do. From 7-Eleven, the category is dinosaurs.
Okay. Somebody's name is 7-Eleven.
It
All
must
right.
be the gas station.
185 dinosaurs walk into a bar. Players begin.
185 dinosaurs walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. The dinosaurs say, nah, come on, we just wanted to play golf. Get us to the tee, Rex.
185 dinosaurs walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed. We cannot serve you. Dinosaurs are really upset. They start harassing the bartender. They said, don't you worry, buddy. When we're done with you, you'll be extinct.
185 dinosaurs walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, I can't serve 185 dinosaurs. And the dinosaurs go, oh man, that bites.
185 dinosaurs walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. And the dinosaurs say, are you Saurus?
185 dinosaurs selling indoor household products walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, what the heck are you guys doing in my bar selling household products? And they're like, oh, chill, man, we're just here to reptile.
185 dinosaurs walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we cannot serve you. We're closed. The 185 dinosaurs look at the bartender. They start arguing with him. The bartender absolutely loses it, starts screaming, throwing chairs, and the dinosaurs are just petrified.
185 dinosaurs walk into a bar, and they know the bartender, Jerry. And they say, hey, I'm sorry, we're closing, we can't serve you. And 185 dinosaurs go, but we know Jerry, where's Jerry? And they're like, oh, he called in today, Jurassic. Think about it.
185 Italian mobster dinosaurs walk into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed, we can't serve you. And the Italian mobsters go, man, we really got it out for somebody. We're here to tear it down.
All right, that's the dinosaur. Come on now. All right, somebody shout out for me any article of clothing.
Underwear.
Underwear. All right, 185 underwear walk into a bar. And begin.
185 underwear walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you. The underwear guy, we've got a sales pitch, all right, but we'll make it brief.
Hey!
185 thong underwear walk into a bar. Follow me. And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closing. We can't serve you." And 185 thong underwear. But their friends are here. Can we come in? And the bartender's like, "Oh wait, oh yeah, they disappeared in back."
Hey.
185 underwear walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed. We can't serve you." And the underwear go, "Well, on the sign it says 8 p.m. It's 7:30." And the bartender says, "Yeah, after a certain time, we're actually closed. We only serve boxers."
Okay, all right. 185 bra underwear. Walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closing. We can't serve you." And they're like, "Come on." And the bartender's like, "No, you look underage." And they pull out their IDs and they're like, "No, look, I'm 36. See?"
Hey, give it up for the players in there. All right, that brings us to an important part of the show, and that is in just a moment. We're going to go to our brief intermission. Now, during intermission, you got some options. You can visit the restrooms, which are right through there, either to your right or to your left, or you can go visit Steve at the bar. Steve's got any chemical you need to make a funny show, an even funnier show. For the kids, he's got sugary treats, and for the grown-ups, he's got fermented sugary treats. So just make sure that when you talk to Steve, you appreciate Steve in a way that he will appreciate, and in a way that if he invests wisely, will appreciate over time. You know what I mean? Tip Steve. Also, visit our website, firstcoastcomedy.com, so you can find out how to sign up for a class. You can find out about all the shows we do, how to hire us for a team building or a road show. So go ahead, spend money with Steve. Don't spend any money in the bathrooms, and we will see you after this very brief intermission.
Welcome back to the second half of your show, everyone. Get those hands together, get excited as we come back in, and welcome your host back to the stage, Alex Brindley.
Hey, you made it back. Give up yourselves, everybody. You did it. All right, we're gonna jump right back into the action here. We could use the help, if somebody wants to, for one more fun-loving audience volunteer. Anybody want to do it? You want to do it? Get it? Come on! JP, everybody! All right, and I said one more, but if there's any other person who really wants to, we could take even one more volunteer. If anybody wants to. I'm going to count 5, 4. Come on, this guy over here. Come on.
How you doing, Demetrius?
Demetrius, get over to Demetrius, everybody. All right, so I tell you what, why don't you two head over there, and the players will explain the game to the audience, to you two. I'll explain the game to the audience. So, in this job, you all have a very important, or in this game, you all have a very important job. And that is, every time I say the word, hey, you have to say, everybody dance. All right, so let's practice that. Here we go. Hey! Everybody dance! When that happens, Matt in the booth is going to play some dance music. Our volunteers and our players are all going to start dancing up here. They're going to start going crazy, shaking what their mothers gave them respectively. All right, and at any time when the music stops, they have to freeze in whatever position they were currently in. And then I will shout out the name of any combination of people up here on stage. Those people will stay, everyone else will leave, and the people who are still up here will have to start a scene justifying why they are in those positions. And they'll have to make it make sense for us. All right, so while they continue explaining, I'll give you 2 more quick First Coast Comedy related announcements. Hey, who here gets along perfectly and communicates perfectly with everyone at your workplace? Okay, self-employed, I take it. All right, so if you think that your workplace communications could be improved upon, consider going to firstcoastcomedy.com and bringing us into your workplace to do a super fun improv comedy applied improvisation team building. So where we go in, we teach the skills of communication that you see happening in this show that takes a show that has no plan and makes it look like a clean and polished, perfect, finished product and apply it to your workplace. All right, so you try to say that 5 times fast. All right, so are you all good or you need a little time?
Want like 30 more seconds maximum.
Perfect, because I have 30 more seconds maximum of announcements. Hey, if you're watching this show and you're like, I love this clean and family-friendly, all ages appropriate show, but sometimes I'm feeling a little spicy. And if you happen to be over 21, come back to any of our 9:30 shows where you can shout out any depraved suggestion you want. And then you can sit there and watch people act that out on stage. And then you can sit there and wonder why you wanted to see that in the first place. And you get to go home, you get to reflect, and become a better person as a result. So, check out our website. Tonight we have a sketch comedy show. We don't only do improv here. Twice a year, we do sketch comedy. What is sketch comedy? That's like, it's the kind where you write it down. Like if you watch Saturday Night Live, they're not improvising it. Somebody gave them a script, and they had to memorize it and do that. We have a show called The Night Train that's tonight at 9:30. So after you leave the show, you go talk to Becca, get another ticket, come back in here and enjoy The Night Train at 9:30 to watch our even better than Saturday Night Live show. I mean, that's not hard. It hasn't been funny for like 15 years. So, bam, shots thrown.
Oh yeah, you know people
All right.
shots.
All right, so we got, is it JP and Demetrius? Is that right? All right, come on up here, guys. All right, so, I'm going to say, hey, you say, everybody dance. 1, 2, 3, hey! Everybody dance! All right. Now, Demetrius, you grab that leg again. All right, Demetrius, Dave.
Come on, my one-legged son. Put you on your peg leg. Pick your leg. Oh, you're gonna take your first hop. Oh, honey, come look. Come
Oh
look.
my God! And he even switched which leg it was.
Hey! Everybody dance!
All right, Dave and JP, everyone else leave.
Oh yeah, JP, the best break dancer in Jacksonville. Let's see what you got. Skibbity! Hey! Everybody dance!
All right, Demetrius, Madeline, and Adam stay. Everyone else leave.
Hey, come on. We're stuck in here. Come on, please let us out.
Hello. I'm stuck in here with you, and my name's Bertrand Russell. And this is my hype man, and you're in a reality TV show called Trapped with Bertrand Russell. Can I get a what?
What?
Indeed.
Hey! Everybody dance! You ain't nothing but crying all the time. You ain't nothing but crying all the time. Well, you ain't never heard of it, and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, except you.
All right, Dave, Michael, and JP stay. Everyone else leave.
We have now got the little spider to put in our soup, sister.
What do you have to say about putting me in the soup, stranger?
You! Grab the spider's leg! I will grab the spider's arm!
Let's do it! This was a mistake! Hey! Everybody dance!
All right, everybody stay.
Boys, if I have to tell you one more time to keep it down in the basement, I'm gonna have a conniption fit.
Oh, Ma, come on!
We was just wrestling down here.
I was taking a shower. Could someone get my towel for me, please?
No, we're wrestling now. Come on.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, come on, Russell.
Cover yourself up, cover yourselves up here.
Hey, we
And
got.
you still have a friend who sucks his thumb in high
You two did so good. So I tell you what, first of all and foremost, you're each going to get a free pass to come back to a future show. I did mention that iPad earlier. I said, tell you what, if one of you, if something happens to your eye, you take this pad, you put it right on there. So I'm gonna give this to you because you're standing closer. All right, give it up, everybody. We've got a time for another quick game before our final game, I'll say. For this, hey Derek, give me a suggestion of anything in the chat that tickles your fancy.
All right, from Rise and Shine Baseball again, sword fight.
All right. So the suggestion is a sword fight. This is a game called Oscar-winning moment. What's going to happen is that the players are going to start performing a scene. At any time, I can shout out a player's name, and I can say Oscar-winning moment, and they have to stop what they're doing in the scene and start delivering the Oscar-winning speech For the rest, most of the show, you've been at a comedy show. You're about to get some real dramatic acting out of these folks. All right, so that's all the explanation we need. A sword fight is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Hey, Trevor. Hey, thanks for coming to help me practice my fencing. I got a big championship coming up next week.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll help you. So that's like where you stick people, with the.
Dude,
Yeah.
I told you were gonna help me. You were supposed to be my sparring person, man.
Oh yeah.
You were supposed to look up online like at least the basics of fencing.
Yeah, I googled it. It's no big deal.
No, so I'm not gonna be too intense here. All right. Let me just hang on. I just gotta.
Yeah, sure. I think something about. Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
No, you look great. Hang on. I'm just gonna drink some water here.
Dave, Oscar-winning moment.
This water is gonna help me stay hydrated when I practice my fencing. As it goes into my stomach, I can feel the strength because it's always been known that if you're going to fence, you need to stay hydrated. So by doing what I'm doing what I learned. And today, I'm gonna finish this bottle of water. And that's okay, because I have another one in my bag. Which is plenty of water, so if you need any, I got some for you.
Well, actually, that'd be really cool. I could use some water, dude.
I don't want you to get dehydrated.
I don't want to dehydrate. I mean, that inspires me and everything. It's great.
Yeah, you ever give it a taste?
Good water.
Yeah.
Hey, it tastes like water.
Well, go figure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got some equipment there for you, so why don't you go ahead and put on that headgear there first. Yeah, that's.
Oh, well, let me take off the headgear I put on earlier.
Oh, you had some.
Final Oscar-winning moment.
He always wants me to use his stuff. Not my stuff. His stuff. It was years ago when I first met him. He was great. I watched him walk into that bar. Just like an angel. And I knew right then that we'd be pals. Best pals. Because you're the best and I trust your judgment with everything. So
Yeah,
here we go.
Just so you know, you could have just looked at me directly and said that. You didn't have to talk out there.
Well, you know.
Oh, God, we're not supposed to smoke in here.
Meanwhile, at the fencing competition.
Oh, man. No pressure. It's just the biggest tournament of the month. And if you lose, City's gonna be there. So I'm just gonna take my sword out of this thing.
Okay, you got this. You got this.
Thanks.
You got this, man.
Oh, hey, Daniel.
Hey, Thomas. I'm ready to go if you are. I'm not gonna lie, I've been practicing with my buddy here.
Yeah, we've been practicing. So
Oh, you've been practicing with
Yeah.
him.
So he's ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You've been doing. No, go for it.
Okay. Queen's rules. Okay? Are you two ready?
Wow, you all of a sudden know a lot about fencing.
Yeah, I googled it, dude. I told you that in 5 minutes.
All right. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go too hard on you, buddy.
Okay.
I know you're scared, maybe.
I don't want.
Adam, Oscar-winning moment.
Scared? Yeah. But brave? No. You brought your muscle. Now you want Queen's rules? I don't even know what that is. I just thought there was one rule. There isn't. There must be more! More rules! Why? Why? You and now!
Oh, you hit me!
You made me do this. Wow, you saw some real art tonight. All right, that brings us to our final game, which is easily the most difficult game we play here at First Coast Comedy. And this is a guessing game, so I need to send 2 players out of the room. Who am I sending out?
Me.
1
Me.
and 2.
Yeah.
All right, so on 3, everyone say, get out of here, you 2. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, you 2. And clap as they go. So I'm going to get some activities from all of you. So anybody over here, give me a summertime activity. Swimming, all right. Remember, anybody over here, give me an activity you do in the fall.
Skiing.
Skiing. Just right down the grass. The leaves really provide that. Anybody over here? Give me an activity you do indoors.
Drinking.
Drinking. It turns out they're making a law. You can do it outdoors now too. And lastly, give me a childhood activity like playing jump rope or playing tag. I heard tag. All right. So these are our 4 activities. We're gonna get 2 changes for each activity.
Okay.
What was that first activity?
Swimming.
Swimming. All right, they're not swimming through a water. They're swimming through something you shouldn't jump into a pool full of. What is it?
Acid.
Acid. They're swimming through acid. All right, and they're not wearing a swimsuit. They're wearing something that would be cumbersome to swim in.
Like
A ball gown. All right, and the next activity is what?
Skiing.
Skiing. Ah, good old fall skiing. Yes. They're not skiing down. Their skis are not skis. They have something else attached to their feet. What is?
Surfboards.
I heard fish. They got fish on their feet. And they're not skiing down a hill. They're skiing down a famous monument of some sort.
Mount Rushmore.
Down Mount Rushmore. Right off Washington's nose. All right, what's the next activity?
It's drinking, Alex.
They're drinking. All right, so instead of drinking liquor or beer or wine, they're drinking a concept like love or freedom or
Anxiety.
They're drinking anxiety. Yeah, right on the nose there. All right, and their drinking buddy is not their friend Carl. Their drinking buddy is what fictional character?
Iceman.
Werewolf.
They're just drinking with a werewolf. Very good. Don't get them too drunk. And what was the next thing?
The final activity is playing tag.
They're playing tag. All right. Let's see here. They're not playing tag in a backyard or a schoolyard or somewhere you would normally play tag. They're playing it, doing tag at what very serious place?
Prison.
In a prison. Playing tag in prison. All right. And instead of like having to tag them, they have to do something else. What is it?
Spit on them.
They have to spit on them. They're playing that kind of tag in prison where you just spit on them. Probably is real. All right. That's the give it up for those 4 activities, everybody. All right, so we just created some really bizarre activities. In a moment, we're going to call those 2 back in here. These 2 have the difficult task of not only trying to get them to guess what these activities are, they actually have to get them to do these things. To make it even more difficult, they can only give them hints and clues using 2 tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. Gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense that doesn't mean anything. Habba-dee-ba-scooba-labba-skibba-dabba, like how the minions talk. And mime is, you know what mime is? It's I'm stuck in a box, I'm pulling a rope, I'm being crushed by my decision to go to theater school. And they will, if they can correctly get them to perform these activities and guess what they are with all the changes, we will all be simply amazed. But now all I got to do is get a quick review of these activities from Madeline.
The order on it, here's the order I wrote them down. We got swimming, but the water is acid and they're wearing ball gowns. Everybody say one. One. Everybody say one. One. There we go. Next we got skiing, but the skis are fish and the hill is Mount Rushmore. Everybody say two. Two. Then we got drinking, but the alcohol is the concept of anxiety and they're with a werewolf. Everybody say whoa. Whoa. And finally we got playing tag, but it's a good old prison tag. And instead of tagging them, you just spit on them. Everybody say prison tag. Or gross.
After this, you can all go home and play prison tag. We're organizing a big. All right, so now I gotta do is call the players back in here. So on 3, everyone shout out, "Players come back!" 1, 2, 3. Players come back! And make a whole bunch of noise when they come back, everybody. All right, woo! We got some really bizarre activities for you, gang.
I'm not scared.
All right, so last thing is, you know the answers. They do not know the answers. So please do not turn to the person next to you and remind them what the thing is because you think you're talking at a quiet volume, but you're being loud. So here we go. Dave's going to go first. Activity number 1. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Give them some encouragement, everybody.
Oh, see behind you. Yeah, Oh, speak up. Oh, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'm skiing, my skis are fish, and I'm skiing down Mount Rushmore. All
right, activity number 2. Audience, give them some encouragement.
Holy together. Oh, yeah.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm drinking.
Correct.
But the beer is anxiety.
Yeah.
And the the keg is the moon.
Sorry, no. It's not the keg, and it's not the moon. All right, I'm going to send it to Dave.
I'm drinking with the werewolf.
Boom.
That's not unusual for me.
You were pointing, you're like, is it this? Is it this? All right. So, activity number 3, give them some encouragement.
Splooshy. Splooshy. Siema talaga?
Yes, the moto.
What the bagay dito? Floofy. Floofy. All right.
What are you doing?
I am swimming in hydrochloric acid, and I am wearing a ballroom dress.
Wow! With the werewolf. Activity number 4, our final activity, ladies and gentlemen, give them some encouragement.
Mogitarobo. Samba damba. That's it?
That's it.
All right. I'm playing tag in a jail.
Yeah.
Instead of tagging people, you spit on them.
Hey! Give it up for them,
Check it out, y'all. Can you go down low?
No.
Max down.
Cannot, will not.
I'm not sure.
So, I hope you had a great time tonight. Give it up for everybody who volunteered. Like I said, there is the show at 9:30. If you happen to be over 21, you want to come back and check out our sketch comedy show. It's running tonight, and then there's only one more chance to see that show, which is next Saturday. But also, if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, you might notice even there's still some empty seats in this place. We've been open for almost 3 years, and some people still don't know that we exist. It makes me want to cry. So, if you want to help us spread the word of this place, You can do that in a variety of different ways. You can leave us a nice 5-star review on one of the places that people do that. That would be Google reviews or TripAdvisor or Yelp. We should appreciate that nice big 5-star review. If you're thinking about leaving a 4-star review or less, just keep in mind that you're so busy this week. You don't have the time. You don't have the time to do that. Come on. Anyway, but also, even in the year 2025, the best form of advertisement is still word of mouth. So if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please tell a friend. If for whatever reason you did not enjoy the show you saw tonight, please, please, please don't tell anybody that. But thank you very much. We have been First Coast Comedy. You have been awesome. Have a great day!
Ladies and gentlemen, your